Hello students, and welcome to my mini tour of the Arizona Health Sciences Library. So, what happens when your professor tells you you may not cite Wikipedia in your research paper? You can only use peer-reviewed journal articles for your assignment. You must do a lit review for your internship project. Your bibliography must be formatted like the references in the American Journal of Public Health. Well, I'm here to help. I'm Jean McClelland, your public health librarian. While I work for the Arizona Health Sciences Library, which is physically located in the center of the Health Sciences campus, I am your liaison librarian, embedded at the College of Public Health. Each college at the Health Sciences has their own embedded librarian, and it's a really great group to be working with. Of course, these days we're all working remotely, but I want you to know from the start that I'm here for you, and just an email away. Before I give you a tour of our library website, I want to emphasize that because we're in a rapidly evolving situation due to COVID-19, it's good to pay special attention to the yellow banners on the website for updates and alerts. I'll start the tour by pointing out that we have a public health portal page available via the main page, and I don't have time to tour that here, but please do take the time to explore it. For now, I will give a brief tour of the library website and the resources available there. From the main page for the Arizona Health Sciences Library, which is at ahsl.arizona.edu, you can search library holdings in the library search box. And you can search journals and specialized databases that we subscribe to. There are several drop-down menus for finding materials, quickly locating our top resources, requesting materials, general services, and other things. And at the bottom of the page, scroll down quite a bit and keep an eye on the library news for updates and workshops and more. There's also a link to the Ask Us and chat services, which can probably best answer your logistical or system questions about the library. So please don't hesitate to use those. And of course, you can always contact me with any question, large or small. So from the main Health Sciences Library website, the drop-down list for the tab Top Resources is the best way to see the most commonly used databases and tools at the Health Sciences Library, especially when you're searching for primary literature. These databases are mostly subscription databases, and as a student at the University of Arizona, you can access primary sources by going into these databases via the library website. In order to access full text articles, you may need to sign in with your NetID, especially if you're off campus. So the library subscribes to over 800 specialized databases, and of these, over 200 are in the health sciences. One database, which you may use quite a lot as a public health student, is Pubmed. Pubmed is a database that comes from the National Center for Biotechnology Information, most commonly known as NCBI, and the National Library of Medicine, which is part of the National Institutes of Health. Pubmed comprises more than 21 million citations for biomedical literature from Medline, life science journals, and online books. Citations in Pubmed may include links to full-text content from PubMed Central and publisher websites. While Pubmed can be searched directly and does not require a subscription, it is best to launch your Pubmed search via the library website so that you don't hit a paywall from publications we're already subscribed to. This is true for most of our specialized databases. So always go to our databases through the library page. I do encourage you to explore Pubmed using the tutorial on the main UA Libraries website. And that's the address where this tutorial is. And speaking of the University Library's main website, at this point I want to clarify that the Arizona Health Sciences Library is part of the larger University of Arizona library system. The main library website also has multiple important tools and resources that you will likely use during your time at the University of Arizona. It looks a little different than the Health Sciences page, but generally has the same elements. There are many other tutorials that you can use via that site. From the Research and Publish drop-down menu, for example, you can find a Write and Cite page and the Learn with Tutorials page, which I'll show you next. And from the Borrow and Request drop-down menu, you can find the Request Materials page. These should all be useful to you at some point in your studies. And the Ask Us and Chat buttons are the same as for the Health Sciences Library. They're up in the upper right-hand corner, and they're answered by the same library personnel. So don't hesitate to use them if you get stuck or have any questions. They are all super nice. So as I mentioned a little earlier, there are many tutorials you can access via the main UA Libraries site, in addition to the Pubmed tutorial. From the Research and Publish drop-down menu, which I showed you on the previous slide, you can find this Learn with Tutorials page. These tutorials are very likely to be useful to you at some point in your studies, so please do explore them. And again, you'll see the Ask Us and Chat are in the upper right corner, so you never get lost. Many things are evolving in terms of online access and library and information resources during this unprecedented time of pandemic and social upheaval. I'm really glad that you're here to study with us at the University of Arizona. And if there's one thing I want you to leave this brief orientation knowing, it's that I am here to help and I'm only an email away. I look forward to working with you and helping you to be successful in your studies. So please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you.